Alright, so a little follow-up to a video I did previously talking about a YouTuber known as SmashJT, where he had Alyssa Mercante of Kotaku reach out to his wife behind his back, DM'd her on Facebook, tracked her down, and was trying to basically throw her husband's online activity in his wife's face to, I don't know, intimidate him, to try to pressure her to tell him to stop, making videos covering Kotaku and Alyssa Mercante. I don't know if she thought that his wife would be embarrassed. I mean, look, my wife was just helping me pick out pictures for my thumbnail. I'm like, I don't think she realizes that Alyssa realizes that most of us who are married, our wives are aware of the videos that we make and the thumbnails that we use and the topics that we discuss. I talk about a lot of these topics with my wife, so I'm not sure what her angle was other than to try to drive a wedge between SmashJT and his wife, but it didn't work. But then this YouTuber, so she calls herself, Emmy Speens, came out calling for Kotaku supporters to get militant and to push gamers out of, quote, our spaces. Now, this is the crazy thing about this, too. Once you go down the rabbit hole of who these people are, every time they're always the same kind of women. They are, those women of the night who engage in online thottery. And again, if that's a situation where I look at it with, two sides of the coin. On one side, I don't love it, but if that's how people make a living, whatever. I don't like the industry, but it is what it is. But the other side of it is when they use this facade of being a gamer, or going and streaming on Twitch or Kick, or trying to reach out to a younger audience of impressionable, influenceable young men to try to get them to create these parasocial relationships and to funnel them to their spicy websites, and using the disguise of being a gamer as a way of, as their angle to snare these young men. I hate that. I despise that. It's like, look, if you're going to be an online thought, be honest about it. Be upfront about it. Don't try going to Twitch and using Twitch as a means to an end to snare these young men. So anyways, she attacked SmashJT, this YouTuber, Emmy Speens. And of course, she is basically just as brain dead as Alyssa Mercante is, but this didn't really end well for her. Let's just say that. She got a little bit of notoriety out of it. Now she's got more Indian guys over in the Middle East somewhere watching her bikini bass playing YouTube videos, and there's a lot of funny comments if you go look up her YouTube channel. In the comments, it's all stuff that has to be translated, and it's all very, very stereotypically very funny. So that being said, we have something from another female content creator today, a Twitch streamer who is calling on Riot Games to ban aggressive players. Now, this is from somebody named Taylor Morgan. Apparently, she's a big deal. I know nothing about her. I don't follow esports. I don't follow the big personalities on Twitch, so I just don't care. But what happened was, during a match, she had a fellow player that was a man, that the two of them got into banter, and it basically broke down into the worst kind of gamer conversations where you can basically start saying you're going to do blank to somebody else. And of course, he didn't outright say, I'm going to come do harm to you. The conversation went pretty much like, he asked her if she knew what it felt like. She said, I don't actually. He asked, do you want to know? And so on and so on. And without him actually explicitly saying, I'm going to do this to you, that's what he was getting at. Again, I don't endorse what he said, but honestly, I've heard worse online. I've had worse said to me. You can mute somebody, you can block somebody if you don't like it. Get over it. Nobody is honestly taking these things seriously, unless you are just these people that are looking to be a victim every chance you get. And so, of course, now she's calling on the authorities to do something about this. I'm not even kidding. So if you actually go to this video here, this is the original video. We'll play the 48 seconds of it.
You are literally just fucking all talk, bro.
Oh, be honest with me.
My ult's ready.
Do you know what rape feels like?
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Because you're heading on the right path right now.
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
You're going on the right path for it.
Is that what you're saying?
It's not rape if I like it. Is it now? Hectic. Oh.
Now, this is where she abruptly ends the stream. I'm not going to say that she is not upset in this situation or that she didn't take it personally or that she wasn't shocked by it. But to be honest, she's over here trash talking some guy, and this is what it devolves into. Again, I'm not endorsing the things he says. Just be clear about that. I mean, my story I always tell about this is I bought my kid a Nintendo Switch like 6 years ago, and the very first time I tried playing Fortnite on it, some guy told me to go in my life. It's like, you know, people say shit online all the time. Doesn't mean you have to take it seriously. But the funny part is that a lot of people have community noted this video, and I'll explain to you why in a second. So here you have Taylor Morgan, the woman in the video, saying, "Don't worry, guys, I got a penalty for leaving. Thanks for making the game a better place, I guess." And it's because she's calling out Riot Games, telling them to fix this, to do better, to ban people, to use hardware tracking to basically, you know, find where they are and ban them permanently. Don't let them get away with this kind of stuff. And this was her original post saying, "I've never made a more desperate plea than what I'm about to say right now, Riot Games. I need you guys to effing do something. I'm an incredibly strong person. I've been streaming for a very long time, but absolutely nothing prepares you for someone to say stuff like this." Then she posts their screenshots of their usernames right here. And the crazy part is you get further down the line, someone says you should take legal action. You've got their usernames. Not sure on the ins and outs of Australian law, but I'm sure you could go down the legal routes of finding out who these people are. After all, their IP is traceable. To which she responds, 6 years imprisonment. Now, I'm going to stop right here and say, Australia, I love you guys, but I know you've got some jacked up laws. You've got a really authoritarian government. You've got some crazy, crazy stuff that's happened over the last few years with your imprisonment, your lockdowns that you've went through, all this stuff. But to actually say that this guy committed a sexual offense resulting in what should put him in jail or in prison for 6 years, I'm sorry, that is insane. And then you got community managers coming out here saying, "I am completely for permanent hardware bans based on this kind of behavior in games. Games are meant to be enjoyed by everyone. They are for everyone. Actions should have consequences just as much as they would if these dropkicks said this to someone in person." Yeah, they have consequences. It's called ban or mute the person, okay? And again, I don't know who he's a community manager for. We'll look into that later on. But again, actions have consequences. Someone says something you don't like, you can mute them, you can even report them and move on. Move on with your day. Instead, you make content out of it. And again, this is the important part here. Veridark comes back and says, know what you do if you're disgusted with someone's behavior. You mute them, report them, and block them 100%. Not unmute them just to farm clicks, hoping it will grow your following. If you feel strongly enough, don't consider boycotting in hopes that you'll get lots of attention and a personal apology instead. Just do it. What she's referring to is this clip right here. Just listen to what she has to say regarding this when somebody asks about it.
I mean, I'll unmute him for content, because I kind of think this game is lost, but... I mean, I'll unmute him for content,
I'll unmute him for content. Again, this is somebody that she's so shaken up about that she has to abandon her match, leave the game, contact Riot Games, try to, you know, appeal the fact that she was banned for, you know, match disconnecting and all that stuff. But here she is saying that she's basically farming it for content. Camelot over here has had a massive issue with this because Camelot, YouTuber, he's had a hard time with Twitter, not taking jokes seriously, getting kicked around with censorship and all sorts of crap, shadow bans and stuff. And here he is saying a bunch of women who aren't aware of video games just discovered 2008 Call of Duty lobbies and are melting down as a result. I mean, look, and a lot of people are saying the problem is that you wouldn't say these things in person. You know, a lot of people online, you get behind a microphone and you say crazy stuff. No, I'm sorry. I go back to the Halo 1, Halo 2 days, and you used to have, you know, LAN parties. Well, not even a LAN, it was an Xbox. So y'all just bring your TVs, plug your Xboxes into your TVs, 4 controllers, 16 people playing playing Halo. And yeah, crap would get said. That's just the way things went. Nobody took it personally. Nobody ever like freaked out about it. It was just the way things were. And unfortunately, we're devolving to the point where people saying edgy things online are actually going to get them arrested by police, especially in a place like Australia, which has gone like full authoritarian, like draconian, crazy, overreaching. You know, they're using AI and stuff now to monitor the things gamers are saying online. I know that Sony and Microsoft are both making big pushes as far as that goes to try and mitigate and moderate speech online and punish people for, I mean, what they might mean to say or the intent behind it, or just whether it's something that they don't like that you say. I mean, this is crazy stuff. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I think that this has gotten way out of hand. Unfortunately, the push to include everybody in gaming, men, women, androgynous tree people, you name it, has resulted in a space where, unfortunately, the way things have always operated are not working so well anymore, and it's causing a lot of issues. So let me know what you think about all this, and I will catch you guys later. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.